Hello everyone. On Wednesday in the Evo Faith podcast, I explored the attitude of openness. And now I invite you to join me as we explore that quality, that attitude more deeply in our meditation. And so let's begin by becoming still. Deepen your breathing. Become aware of being grounded in your body, in the place where you're sitting, grounded in the earth. And take a moment to prepare yourself for the meditation ahead. Then if you have a candle with you, now would be the time to light that candle as a way to focus and as an act of transitioning into your meditation. And now push your shoulders back and open your chest. And as you do, imagine your heart opening to love. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Now let's move into a time of meditation. Take a few moments to connect with your capacity for love. Imagine love as water, perhaps, as a river, or as a flow of energy or light. Whatever it may be, just imagine it flowing into you from others and from God, and flowing out through you to others. Try to become aware of that flow now. Notice the sources from which love flows into you. And notice where the love that flows out from you is going. And now try to identify any barriers that block this flow. Do you hold back for fear of how loving others can change you? Are you afraid that others will see your mistakes and love you less as a result? Do you hold back to try and reduce the potential for pain if you get criticized or rejected? Are there assumptions and judgments that you are making that block the love flowing from you? For now, just observe the flow of love into you and out from you, and take note of anything that you need to recognize and keep in your awareness. But try not to judge it or evaluate it. Take a moment in silence as you observe the flow of love in your life. Now shift your awareness to how you respond to the love that flows into you. How have you changed as a result of your relationships with others? And try to expand your awareness beyond just your close friends and family. Think about how your neighbors have changed you. Think of any encounters with strangers that may have changed you in some way, however small. Think about those that you would class as opponents or antagonists or enemies. In what ways have you changed as a result of seeking to love and connect with all of these others? When and how have you accepted and cooperated with these changes? And when and how have you resisted them? How does that resistance feel? What does it look like? Where does it reside in your body? Now imagine releasing the tension of resistance. Imagine what it would look like for you to accept and cooperate with these changes a little more. You may want to see change as a being or an energy or an object. Note the form it takes in your imagination and acknowledge that its presence is unavoidable. Imagine making friends with this being, this energy, this object. And imagine becoming playful with it as you get to know it better. Again, I'll give you some time in silence to do this work. And now turn your awareness to the people you seek to love, the love flowing out of you. Whether it's to partners, family, friends, neighbors, strangers, or enemies. How can you safely open your heart and mind to all of these people? Maybe pick one person in particular who can be a helpful guide in your journey to greater and safer openness. In your mind, outline what you know of their story and imagine hearing this one person you've chosen to help you, hearing them expressing their truth. Don't evaluate or judge what they share with you, just receive it and allow it to reveal to you the humanity within this chosen person. Imagine what a diagram of your relationship with them would look like. You can even stop and draw a diagram if that will be helpful. Now imagine that there is a third person with you, witnessing your relationship. What do you think this third person would observe or comment on? What might they show you or tell you that you can't see yourself? Take note of any insights, feelings, or observations that arise in you as you work with opening your heart safely to others. And now I want to encourage you to respond to this meditation, to what has happened in you, what you've discovered. And I really encourage you to journal any insights, questions, thoughts, and commitments that stood out for you during your meditation. And these questions might help you as you seek to respond to what we've experienced today. Firstly, what encourages or inspires you? Secondly, what challenges you or brings discomfort? And thirdly, what will you commit to doing? In a moment, we're going to return back to the routines of our lives. But before we do, I invite you to make a commitment now to return each day to this meditation, to the notes you've made in your journal. I encourage you to light your candle, center yourself, and then reflect on what you've written in your journal. And you can always add more to it. And especially, I would ask you to add these two questions and then reflect on this daily through the next week. And the first question is this: how have you opened your heart to love today? And then the second question is, how have you closed your heart to love today? If you do that each day, it'll help you go deeper into your experience of love and into your own journey toward becoming more safely and more expansively open to loving others. I hope this meditation has been meaningful for you and that you'll carry it with you through the week and you'll allow it to help you on your journey to becoming a better lover, not just of yourself or of God, but of others and of the world. Thank you for sharing in the practice today, and I'll see you next time.